Hey there, welcome or welcome back. My name is John Schmidt. I'm a family medicine doctor. I'm a former athlete and I've had rotator cuff surgery. To recap my surgery, in case you haven't seen the videos before, I had a complete tear of my supraspinatus tendon, one of the four rotator cuff muscles. So they repaired my supraspinatus with 3 suture ankles. They did some work on my labrum. I had a subacromial decompression, which is removing some bone spurs inside the joint. And they did a clavicular resection, which is cutting off the end of my clavicle to make everything fit better. So I'm 5 weeks out now, and I went in for my second follow-up appointment with my orthopedic surgeon. And we talked about a number of things, one of which was this brace. And the decision was, let's get rid of it. So I'm thrilled to say I'm out of this thing. Now, of course, this is going to vary for some people, the timeline, but I traded that for a golf club. No, I'm not out hitting the links yet. I'm using the golf club for physical therapy reasons. But everything is going really well. Now, I've been to 8 physical therapy sessions at this point in time. And what we're doing is we're deferring, myself and my orthopedic surgeon, we're deferring my treatment to my physical therapist, John, whom I trust very much. We're working on a plan based on really good sound evidence-based medicine, taking into account my age, the density of my bone, the size of my humerus, and a number of other things that are helping me be moderately aggressive in my treatment and physical therapy. So note, I'm gonna give you a timeline of what I'm doing right now and some things I'm capable and not capable of doing. This is not gonna hold true for everybody, but some of you are gonna be less, some of you maybe able to do as many things as I can in the same timeline. Likely you'll be a little bit slower progressing, but let's talk about what we can do. So right now, one of the physical therapies I'm doing is trying to get a better range of motion in my shoulder. We want to avoid what's called adhesive capsulitis. That's when the shoulder, they also call it frozen shoulder syndrome. That's when the shoulder gets locked in place and you get some bad arthritis sensation with it. And it can happen with lack of movement. So what we're doing right now is we're going to try and get the arm into flexion where we want to get to at least 120 degrees by week 7. So I'm going to show you where I'm at, and then keeping in mind this is week 5. Now, physical therapy, what my therapist has taught me is to use my good arm as a motor for the bad arm. So I'm using the right arm to power the left arm, and as you can see, I'm about 150 or so degrees already, and this is week 5, so it's really good. Another exercise we do is abduction, like you're taking something where you're abducting it. So I'm moving with my right arm, my left arm, and as you can see, I'm over parallel to the floor, so another good landmark. And one more thing I'm going to show you that's important too is we want to do some external rotation of the arm. So I've got my arm up in place, parallel with the floor to my tricep, and we're pushing back. I'm not quite where I want to be yet. We want to get the wrist in neutral. I like to be 90 degrees close to it, not quite there, but I'm working on it. So the physical therapy is going really well. Some tips I would give you about the physical therapy at this point in time, or any time leading up to it, is if you aren't taking any pain medications, which I'm not anymore, I stopped taking the narcotics at probably around day 7, maybe a little bit before. I had weaned off earlier than that. And I was taking a leave for about another week after that. Right now, I only take it when I feel like I really need it. And that's rare. I don't even take it daily. I generally just take it before physical therapy sessions. So you're going to feel some pain in physical therapy for sure. It is going to feel like they beat you up, especially the first few times you go in. You'll go in, you'll get some heat probably to warm up the joint. They're going to manipulate it a lot. The physical therapist will probably do it in the beginning, and they're going to teach you how to do it as you progress on through your sessions, so you can do it at home as well. And at the end, you're going to really get a good icing and cool that joint down and limit the inflammation. So everything is going really well. There's some do's and don'ts at this point in time. I'm going to read a list off of what I can and can't do at this point in time. So I am, according to this list, on week 6, which is actually week 5 in real life, but they consider day 0 to day 7 as week 1. So it's just semantics. But I can, eating and drinking with this arm, moving it fine. Any kind of hygiene, washing, anything along those lines is fine as well. Computer with a supported arm is fine, and I can lift up to 5 pounds, but no more than that. So if you are if you work in an office job or computer work or something like that, you should probably be able to get back to work by week 2, I would guess. And that's going to depend on how you feel and how your visit goes, your 1 week visit goes post-op 1 week with your doctor. But there's a good likelihood you could get back to work that soon. If you're in manual labor, if you're in construction, if you work in a factory or a warehouse or something, you're going to be out for several months. There's just no way of getting around it. It takes that long for the tendon to fully heal, so it's going to be a while and plan for it accordingly. I wanted to know what else I could do coming up. So some landmarks I have coming up. At 8 weeks, I'll be able to lift more than 5 pounds. At 9 weeks, I will be able to reach overhead and do some, take something off a shelf or something along those lines. Keep in mind, my physical therapy timeline may be different from yours by a few weeks, so always consult your physical therapist and your doctor when considering these things. And right now, I would say that my physical therapist is sort of the team leader of this whole group. The care group being myself, my orthopedic surgeon, and the physical therapist. He's basically the quarterback telling me what I can and can't do, and he coordinates everything with my physician as well. So, and he's got a long-term plan for me. And in fact, I just ran past him, hey, what can I do? I want to get back to working out again. What can I do? I've been sitting still for 8 weeks now, and it's driving me crazy. Well, now I'm allowed to ride the stationary bike. I'm allowed to run. As long as I have the shoulder supported, that's okay. Of course, I can't lift weights for quite a while yet. I was really hoping to get in the pool and do some swimming. Not going to happen until week 16. He said absolutely 100% no. So we're gonna curb that for a while. But what I can do at week 8 is get in the pool and just kind of gently move the arm around to start building some strength. So our focus for us was I wanted to really build good flexibility and maneuverability and a good field of rotation in the arm. And once I do that, then we can focus on getting stronger. But we really want to make sure that the arm functions well first before we try to really beef it up and get it going again. And that will serve me well because it gives me time to actually heal. There's several stages in healing. 2 weeks is a big sort of jump off point for healing. Then 4 weeks, 8 weeks, 12 weeks, and about 16 weeks you have some pretty good healing in the joint by then. So one more thing I want to talk about before I go, and that's sleeping. I still have some difficulty sleeping from time to time. And what I've been doing now that I'm out of the sling is I cradle this pillow like a football, and I'll sleep on my right side. Inevitably, I ended up rolling over to my left side every night, and I get a shooting pain, and it kind of alarms me, and then I roll back to the left or to the right side, and I can sleep again. But all in all, everything is much better. So, just in short, I'm doing a whole lot better. I hope you're progressing well if you're following along with me and you're wherever you are in your stages. And whatever I can do to help you, let me know. If you have questions, go ahead and leave a comment below, and I'll definitely get back and answer it for you and help you out any way I can. But I truly hope you're doing well. I'm doing great, and I'm going to post in about a few more weeks. I'm going to post at the bigger benchmarks, 8 weeks, 10 weeks probably, when I'm able to do a little bit more each time. So that's all for now, and we'll see you next time. I appreciate it. Be happy and healthy, and take care. Thanks.